on to the next problem. We see decimals. You could just subtract 1.5 off of each side of the equation, but I'd like to show you how you can multiply through by 10, and multiplying through by 10, let me write that on the side, multiply by 10, will move the decimals each one digit to the right. That would then give you negative 63x plus 15 equals negative 48. You don't have to do that, but it is an option. Many people don't like to mess around with decimals and fractions. So here we go. Subtract the 15 on each side of the equation. That will then give us negative 63x equals negative 63, and you can see very easily by dividing through by negative 63 we're going to have x equals 1 as the solution. In this next problem, let me move it down just a little bit, we see the fractions each outside in front of the parentheses. So by multiplying just by these fractions in front, it will distribute automatically into all the terms. So I see the 3 and the 4, and I'm going to multiply through by 12. On the left, the 12 will cancel with the 3, leaving us with 4, and that 4 times the 2 in front will become an 8 times the y minus 1. On the right, the 4 down below will cancel with the 12 we're multiplying through by, giving us 3, and 3 times 3 will make 9 out in front of our parentheses. Now we're going to distribute these numbers out in front into the parentheses to remove the parentheses, and we will have 8y minus 8 equals 27y minus 18. Now our goal is to get all the variables on one side, and I choose to subtract 8y off of each side because I would rather have a positive 19y that we're going to have right now as opposed to a negative 19y had I moved everything to the left hand side. So we're going to have negative 8 equals 19y minus 18. We're then going to add 18 to both sides of the equation, and that will give us 10 on the left equals the 19y. And we can easily solve for y dividing off the 19 on each side of the equation, giving us the solution 10/19 equals y. In our final problem on this video, we're going to multiply through by 20. And I'm going to write that 20 in each of these 4 positions here so I have something to cancel with. On the left, the 20 cancels with a 5, leaving 4 up above, times that 3x makes 12x. In the second position, there is no denominator, it's just 1, so 20 times 2 is 40. On the right, the 4 cancels with the 20, making 5, times the 3x, making 15x. And there's no fraction on the far right, so 7 times 20 is 140. We want all the variables on one side. I see more x's on the right with that 15, so I'm going to subtract off the 12x on each side. On the left we've got 40, and on the right we will have 3x minus 140. We will then add 140 to each side of the equation, 140 that is, leaving 180 on the left equals the 3x, and upon dividing by 3 on each side of the equation, we will have a nice clean solution of 60 is equal to x.